Thank you for choosing Katie's Intuitive Tarot. I'm grateful to be connecting with your energy today. Today I'm going to be doing an energy check-in for my Taurus friends. And by the way, happy birthday, Taurus. Now, this message is a general message and it may resonate for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Again, this is a general reading, not personal. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please use your discernment. If you would like a personal reading with me, please email me. All my information is in the About box. Keep in mind that the messages I receive from Spirit or from the cards, I always intend that they are for your greatest and your highest good. Now, Taurus, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, there was a lot about you being in a situation where you feel like you need some courage that is going to bring balance into your life. So take that if that resonates for you. This could be courage to change your job. This could be courage to have a serious conversation with someone that you need to have a serious conversation with, whether it is a personal relationship or maybe professional, right? Also, a lot about you building blocks that's bringing you fast progress. So whether that's something that's a personal health goal, or maybe you're starting a side hustle, your own business, you're working on a project. I also got a lot about arts. So some of you may really enjoy, because I enjoy painting, and I can see myself painting right now. So some of you may be really crafty or into painting, working on something that gives you the inner peace and happiness. So that's good. All the power to you. I saw a celebration or party, which makes sense again because it is your birthday season. There was some things about dealing with a mother that has a lot of victim mentality. So whether that's your mother, father, aunt, uncle, again, take it as it resonates, but dealing with somebody that's very close to you, or maybe you had a close relationship in the past, maybe you're doing a little bit of a cut up or a distance with that person, because unfortunately, when it comes to lots of people that suffer from victim mentality, it kind of rubs up on us, and we don't really want that energy, right? So I was seeing that a lot for someone as well. I've cleared the energy. We're going to dive in and see if that stuff comes back up. All right. Messages for Taurus, please. Messages for Taurus. See, cutting the deck right away, I'm getting gratitude and health. Very interesting, because in this picture, it's two women standing together and one of them are pregnant. Be grateful for your health and the things that you do have going. And I feel like, again, lots of people, this has to do with a mother or a woman that maybe in your life that isn't thankful for some of the little things, and looking at that glass half full in comparison to half empty would go a long way, right? Taurus. See, look at this. When you have a different outlook, it can change your health physically. I'm not kidding you, because I've gone through some pretty crappy health issues. And changing my attitude has changed my health. And maybe that's a message that either you need to hear or someone close to you needs to hear. Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have wisdom. And again, that's why I feel lots of this message is you have this inner wisdom, right? I'm hearing lots of you are otherworldly. as well. Using your intuition, using what you've gone through, lessons and blessings is what I'm hearing as well. Taurus. Anything else in here for Taurus? Look at this on the bottom of the deck. Victim. I can't make this up. And it's interesting too, because looking at this card, acorn, and it's like a face is in there. It's like I am in my victim mentality. I have a hard outer shell. You're not going to break that I am a victim. And sometimes you can't change people's minds. That's something that they have to face on their own. Oh my God. And look what was underneath victim. Oh shit, it fell. Sorry. Mother. Oh, not playing today. All right, what else do we got here? Just flipped over. All right, so the ones that came out, it's authority figures. So maybe you work in the law, a policeman, lawyer, court system. Maybe you work for your local community. You could be people that like to organize events. Some of you are volunteers too, I'm hearing. We have spouse. Maybe your spouse is an authority figure. And I mean, it can't just be all about, you know, courts and the law. An authority figure could be a teacher, a coach, right? We have isolation. Some of you may be feeling isolated in your relationship. And again, take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be an actual, it could be your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, right? This is also reminding me a lot of a lot of Beetlejuice for some reason. You know how when they go into the original Beetlejuice and they open up the closet and it's their wedding gowns and their tuxedo? I'm seeing them pulling off their mask and doing that. Ah! What else do we have here? We have a prayer. I'm also hearing wishing on a wishing well, kiss and tell. So maybe some of you, you know, that aren't religious are focusing on manifesting and wishing and hoping. And again, it's our birthday season, right? I'm a Taurus as well. So definitely makes sense. Also, if you can see here, there's some lemons and some lemonade. And that's something that's a great power to have. Alchemizing your situation and turning lemons into lemonade. Making your situation work for you. And look at this. And this is another deck. Wisdom again. You are very wise. Wise beyond your years. I'm getting with the age difference here. All right. What else for Taurus? Breaking the deck, I have number 23, Courthouse. Again, brings me back to this card. So some of you may be going through some kind of legalities right now. Maybe you have to do some paperwork. Maybe you're doing the paperwork because some of you want to take the next step and get married to your spouse. I'm trying to make it as general as possible here. And on the other side, we have 15, bear, power, boss, courage, leadership, finances, protection. Again, back with this too. You have courage. You have strength. It's interesting too, because even though this is about power and courage, because we can be brutal, right? As Tauruses, sometimes we can be really sharp, very matter of fact. I understand we're not everyone's cup of tea, but people don't realize what is on the inside of this bear. Look at it, it's hugging a small child. You're a lot more nurturing than I think people give you credit for. Taurus. Oof. Falling over my hands today. Some of you, these keep on falling out of my hand, so maybe some of you feel like maybe some of you are falling, right? Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have number 24, Thief. Usually the bottom of the deck is something that you don't see coming. So maybe just be extra cautious with the information that you are giving other people. Taurus, also, some of you have a person in your life that's taking advantage of someone that cannot stick up for themselves. Because I feel like there's these two people and then they have this kid on like a leash and they're taking advantage of them. That may resonate for some of you. Taurus, thank you for these messages. Taurus. Bottom of the deck, 31, the Sun. Success, victory, happiness, warmth, truth, positive outcome. Gorgeous. The Sun is the happiest card in tarot. It looks like you're going to be going through a door very soon. You're going to be closing this door behind you, but you're walking into your light. You're walking into your happiness. Great things are coming here. We have number 4, courtship. Again, a lot about a significant other here. So again, you could be going from courtship to being a spouse, right? We have at number 10, journey. Some of you may be going on a trip sometime soon. Also, when it comes to number 10s are usually having to do with completion. And again, when I saw this Sun and about closing a door and going through it, so some of you are going through a transitional period right now. Some of you may be moving as well, because as you can see, this person's bags are all packed. They're ready to go. And we have number 1, main male. So either you're a male and this is you, or this is the male that you are dealing with in your life. Take it as it resonates. It's interesting too, because this male is going right underneath prayer. So some people may be having someone, or they do right now have someone in their life that they feel like this was an answered prayer. This was an answered wish. That's beautiful, Taurus. What else for Taurus? Breaking the deck, I have, ooh la la, I have date night, get ready to be wined and dined. And intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. Ooh, baby. Get your freak on, guys. That's exciting. someone's definitely keeping an eye on the situation. Someone's doing research, watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got that. I'm not sure who that is. If you feel like someone is watching what you're up to, you're definitely right on that intuition. Breaking the deck, I have pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Now, if you're not in that situation or you do not want to be in that situation, please be careful. Also, it could be the birth of a new situation, something new. And also I have air sign on the other side. So some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Taurus. Wow. Bottom of the deck, butterfly, let go. Make room for the new beginning that's on the way to you. And I feel like so many of you know that. Like there seems to be a new chapter that is opening for you. And you're letting go what no longer serves you anymore. I'm hearing, I'll follow the sun. Taurus. All right, so the health card came out, but it did come out in reverse. And it says health issues could arise, but this is in reverse. So again, going back to goals and health goals, like I feel like a lot of you are working on yourself, and it doesn't have to be physically. It can be emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You're doing great things right now. I'm getting your body and your mind are thanking you for it. We also have caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. And it's interesting because this is going underneath the isolation and the journey card. Maybe some of you would benefit from going on a hiatus on your own. Even if this is like an hour to yourself, going out and sitting at the park or taking a walk or painting a picture or just listening to your favorite music, whatever floats your boat. But I feel like some of you are going through need to go through some self-reflection, and some of you may want to do that even on a small trip. And again, intimacy came back out, guys. For those of you that are in a happy relationship, there's a lot of sparks. If you're in a situation where you're not in a relationship yet, it's coming because it's going right underneath, again, the prayer and the main male, female, flip it, what works for you. Wow. I'm hearing that Rihanna song. No, 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 come on. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. Some of you are a little freaky. All the power to you. Some of you may be in a situation where there is distance. They're not as close as you'd like them to be, I'm hearing. What else for Taurus? Breaking the deck, I have a Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Beautiful. Again, our birthday season, so I feel like that makes sense. And on the other side, I have crib, birth, conception of a child, or enterprise. This is another pregnancy card. So I need to say again, with love, if that is something, if you don't want to, reproduce, then be extra careful, okay? Some of you, again, this is a birth of a new situation, a new relationship, a new enterprise or hobby or side hustle that you're working on. Lots of beautiful, happy energy. Taurus. Preserve and you will overcome your problems, Camel. Absolutely. I feel like for lots of us, there's a part of where we are a little bit, like stubborn and hard-headed, but things like that get us through some pretty nasty crap. I don't know about you guys, but we work hard. We are very determined. And if this camel needs to walk across the desert and they have a full hump full of water and they're going to be okay for 5, 6, 7, 10 days without water, they're going to freaking do it. And I feel like that is a very good, it's very true perception, I guess, of us. Taurus. What else for Taurus? Thank you for these messages. Oh, all right. So we have another authority card here, position of authority, authority figures. And obviously, Spirit is reminding me you could be getting a raise or a promotion, right? Maybe you're changing your role at work, or you're, again, getting your raise. Maybe you've gone from, a regular full-time employee to a supervisor or a manager or a trainer, whatever the case may be. But it looks like you're sitting on this throne. We have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Well, we definitely like that because we're hustlers, right? We put in that hard work. So we hope that we're going to be getting that bread. We have clouds, temporary problems, and this also landed right on the journey, the isolation and caution. This is temporary. You feeling isolated and alone and feeling like you need to do a lot of homework, but not overdoing it. This is a temporary situation. And once those clouds dissipate, you see the sun popping out right there. And this one also landed right on the isolation card. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. And I feel like lots of us are pretty good with planning. Lots of us have a backup plan and a backup plan. And maybe a backup plan, right? Also, there is a little baby kangaroo in her pouch there again. So I'm getting lots of signs and symbols that have to do with pregnancy, birth, little ones. Maybe you already have little ones and they're involved. Maybe some of you are dog and cat moms, right? You could have your fur babies. And some of you are jumping off with your fur babies, real babies, alone. There's only one mommy or daddy kangaroo here, right? We have pig, beware of greed. For some reason, I'm getting pointed back to like an elder. So I don't know if this is a mother, father, aunt, uncle, neighbor, teacher. I don't know who this is. Just make sure you caution yourself with this person. And if that message is for you, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. If you're going, I have no idea who she's talking about, then you know that that message isn't for you. And we have older man, dealing a relationship with an older man. Again, flip-flop it. Could be an older woman, depends on your situation. This could be someone you're in a actual like relationship with. This could be someone you deal with at work. This could be someone that you're interested in that's older than you. Interesting. Lots of messages today. What else for Taurus? Breaking the deck, I have Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. That's so pretty. I love that. And it's bringing me back to this journey card again. You may be deciding to go another direction, and that's okay. It's your life. On the other side, we have fast progress. See? Fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. You'll know if that's for you. But you're walking down a road and your back is turned. I'm getting very, very strongly with this about maybe going another direction. Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have a vortex of creativity. Spiral into the creative vortex, unleashing imaginative power to manifest your dreams into reality. And look at this beautiful staircase and all of the colors there. That brings me back to my message about those of you that are really artsy and into painting and projects and crafts and things like that. Follow your creativity. It's absolutely gorgeous to have that quality. Some of you may be my LGBTQ plus community because of all the colors. It makes me think of a pretty rainbow. Taurus. All right, so we have fresh ideas. Stay open-minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solution. Again, you guys are so creative. And like I was saying about your fast progress, you're going to hit your target. So if any of you are in a self-doubting situation where you feel like, oh, I'm never going to reach this, I'm never going to get there, stop, because you are. Again, with the glass half full. Concentrate on the positives. We have a tide of transformation. Oh, sorry. Tide of transition, excuse me. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the flow of life to guide through transformation into love and work. Again, lots of you are definitely in your feels when it comes to a significant other. And like they look, I'm getting hungry eyes. So again, some of you have quite a great intimacy relationship with somebody in particular. Good for you. We have new worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. And exactly, I can't make this shit up. That's what I was just saying. Don't give up, because you are going to reach your goal. We are too stubborn to give up, so don't do it. And trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. And again, another child. Now, some of you that don't have children or don't want to have children, maybe there's someone in your life that's greedy and acting like a child. You'll know if that message is for you. So just make sure you caution yourself and follow your intuition with people that do not deserve your love, your grace, your understanding. All right, let's get into tarot. I'm already 30 minutes in. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, Taurus. All right, breaking the deck, Taurus. I have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Holy shit. So this has to do, again, with creativity, romance, charm, beauty, seeking balance, having somebody that wants to give you their emotional love, their cup, their support. Gorgeous. And the Four of Wands, that has to do with celebrations, joy, harmony. It could be a homecoming. Maybe some of you are traveling home. It also has to do with contracts. Four of Wands can have to do again with marriage. It's interesting because I'm getting some of you are like, oh yeah, like I guess maybe, I guess I could be open to doing something that one day. And then some of you are like, hell no, I'm never getting married. But it doesn't have to be an actual physical contract. It can be an agreement between two people, right? Taurus. Taurus. All right. What do we got here for Taurus? Tell us more. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Interesting. Because that all has to do, of course, with using your best judgment, self-reflection, transformation. Some of you may be going through a spiritual calling or awakening where you feel like you're a little bit more open to spirituality. But it gives you, like, whatever you're working on right now, you have absolution and a higher calling, a rebirth that is coming. Taurus, thank you for these messages. Taurus. Wow. We've got some beautiful ones here. Sorry, I had to readjust. So the first one that came out for you is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has to do with, again, using judgment, but being unbiased. It has to do with clear boundaries, direct communication, being honest, standing in your truth, and saying how it is. I mean, lots of us already, as Tauruses, already have that, but it's not always easy, right? I'm hearing we listen and we don't judge. So maybe some of you do need to have an honest conversation if there's something that you are holding back. And it even might be something as simple as, I want to move to the next step. Maybe we can move in. I want to move to the next step. Do you think, marriage or buying a house or getting a car together or getting a dog together, is that something that would interest you? The Queen of Swords also, again, this is more air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you may be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you may have a lot of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements in your chart. We have the High Priestess. Again, this is going back to wisdom, intuition, following your gut. It has a lot to do as well with not only intuition, but also a lot about feminine energy, mystery and secret. So keeping some things hidden and doing that, I'm hearing gracefully. I'm hearing white lies as well. So some of us tell white lies to try and not hurt someone's feelings. And this is going back to this. But sometimes you just need to stand in your truth and say what it is. But most importantly, this has to do with your inner wisdom and your intuition. So follow that. And the Magician. Again, this brings me back to this. Turning lemons into lemonade. Because this has to do with, the best way I can explain it is using your pain for purpose. It has to do with your circumstances and your abilities and how you influence your circumstances for the greater good for yourself. You're using skills, self-confidence, awareness, diplomacy. You're using your intellect. You're using your emotions. You're using your compassion and your willingness to learn and to say what you need to say. You are getting what you want. You have the skills and the abilities at your disposal, again, to influence your circumstances. And that is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Love this. So much to look forward to here, Taurus. Wow. I want to know what you're trying to alchemize, manifest, what your next steps is with this Magician. So I'm just going to get a clarification card on that. Can you clarify the Magician for me for Taurus? Magician for Taurus. Tell me more about the Magician for Taurus. Breaking the deck, I have the Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. And this is what I've been saying all along. You have the courage, you have the strength, you have the inner wisdom to get through this. Some of you may like the Wizard of Oz. I'm hearing like, cowardly lion, but it's not cowardly lion. You're the courageous lion. And on the other side, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which has to do with really hard work. Really hard work. Working on your skills, working on your side hustle, working really hard at your job. And again, there is another child here. So there is either, again, a childish person or a child that keeps on showing up in your reading. You'll know if that message is for you. What are we alchemizing? What is the Magician? Four of Pentacles. Interesting. And this goes back with the High Priestess as well. So some of you are holding back on something. I don't know if you're holding and saving up your money. I mean, lots of us do that because we're Tauruses, right? So I don't know if you're holding onto your money or you're holding back on something specific. Holding back on taking a leap. Holding back on saying what you need to say. Take it as it works for you. Magician. Magician. All right, so clarifying the position, we've got the Eight of Swords. Lots of you are working on overthinking things, being stuck in your own head, also hiding things and standing with your truth, which makes so much sense with the Queen of Swords that we got originally. You are working on getting yourself out of your own jail that's in your head. You are getting away from that. We have the Four of Cups. Getting away from apathy. Getting away from feeling like you have regrets. I don't know about you guys, or maybe just because it's Taurus season, but there is a lot going on in the atmosphere that has to do with not having regrets. I'm going to stand in my truth and love myself first. Gorgeous. And Six of Cups. Interesting. And again, we've got more children here. So you are working on staying out of past memories that no longer serve you. Sometimes this could mean someone is coming back from your past, but I feel like in your case, this is you trying to saying, okay, I'm open and I've seen and I've reflected on my past. I've reflected on my past hurdles. I've reflected on my past relationships, whether those are, emotional, whatever they could be, right? It depends on your situation. I'm releasing the past and I am ready to forge through to my future. Whew, that's powerful. Taurus, final words for Taurus. Breaking the deck, inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. See, you're following your heart and you're letting go of any regrets. I don't want any regrets. I'm hearing that too. Taurus. All upright, please, for Taurus. Taurus. All right. We have number 24, agreement. Some of you may really like strawberries. But again, this goes back to that Four of Wands card that I was seeing. And again, like I said, it's usually an agreement, a commitment, a contract. So some of you are going to be coming into an agreement with something or someone in particular. We have it divination, number 14. So some of you really might like mysticism, tarot cards. Obviously, you're watching me, so you obviously have an open mind to things like that. Courage. Seriously. Number 13, courage. You do have the courage. You don't want any regrets. So you're stepping forward. Taurus, this is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like, all pumped up now for you. It's such a beautiful reading and you have so much to look forward to and you have the courage to step through this period. And you're going to do it with flying colors. You're going to be landing right on the bullseye. Freaking amazing. Okay, Taurus, I hope this helped. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that is so much appreciated. And again, if you want a personal reading, just send me an email. All my information is in my about box. But besides that, again, happy birthday, Taurus, and take care. I'm totally pumped for you. This looks great.